I just wanted to go out in the garage and show the table that will be coming with the Singer 3115 sewing machine I've been working on. It's got a double thread stand. It's got the thread winder there off the side, the oil pan, the belt. It's got the knee lift you can see right there, and it's got a newer switch mechanism and industrial clutch motor. Motor runs super quiet. It's got a nice new cord on it, and it's just a nice clean little stand. There is a drawer over there that's over on the workbench, and I'll make sure I include that with the sewing machine. Alright, now we'll go inside and I'll show you the machine. Okay, so here's the Singer 3115 industrial sewing machine set up in my house. I like to work on them in the house, so I made up this small stand with just a small 1-amp motor on it, and I can have a thread cone. And yeah, I've gone through the bobbin case and the hook and polished all that, taken this mechanism all apart and cleaned all that. Did the timing on the sewing machine so it makes a nice stitch and doesn't miss any stitches, and yeah, it runs out really good, has a lot of power. It's going to have even more power on that big table when it's out there. Okay, so I've got this set up with a size 16 needle and a Tech, it's not quite a Tech 70 thread, it's about a Tech 50. This is an older sewing machine. It was made, according to the serial number, it was made in 1900. A production run of 4400, I believe. But these older ones have a slightly different mechanism where there's an extra guide for the needle bar, which is really nice. And the screw to adjust your timing is right here, which makes it real easy if it gets out of time. Super simple to just put it back in time. This one was really close. I brought it up just maybe a 64th of an inch up just to get a little bit closer to the center of the cutout here in the needle. And it's working really nice. And the older ones, also another thing is they will make a little bit bigger stitch than some of the later production models. This one will actually do 5 stitches per inch. And this is marine vinyl. I hope the camera's catching this. You can see you got a nice stitch on the front. It's nice and tight on the back. These are super easy machines to run. I did wax the bed of the machine. It makes everything just move across the bed of the machine easier, and I did buff out the bottom of the foot. If you did have something like a deer hide you're working on, or something that's a little wants to grab the bed of the machine a little bit more, just wax it up, maybe switch over to a roller foot, and things will make your life a lot easier. But this is 4 layers of marine vinyl again, and machine has no trouble going through this. You're looking at about a 1/4 inch of material here. And as I said, this is just on my workbench here. I just have, I think it's a 1 or 1.2 amp motor set up to do my test running with these. You probably have a little bit better foot control when you get the machine out on the industrial table it's intended to be used on. And also you're going to have the I like to talk while it's running, but you'll have the knee lift, so you won't have to reach back here. You can quickly lift the foot off your material and do a quick turn or whatever you need to do. Now these machines don't have a reverse, and the way you lock your stitch is just simply run your needle bar up like this. You move back about 3 stitches, and then you go ahead and run ahead like that again. Get your needle bar back up. You can easily pull your project out. And there it is, you've locked the stitches. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just make a couple of stitches right away when I'm starting something. Put in about 3 stitches, back it up, and then you can just go ahead and you've got your stitch locked off. Or if you're making a bigger project where you know you're going to run one stitch over another throughout the construction of the project, locking your stitches isn't even a concern because it'll get locked when you run the next piece over the top.